Hi everyone, my name is Sarah and today we're doing our first update for my project 100 uses. So I am working through my Be Perfect Carnival 3 palette and my 12 pan Divina palette, which is a little delicate, so I'm going to try and not harass it too much when I do these updates. But the idea is to get 100 uses in these. I started it last month, but I have been keeping track of my usage of both of these from when I first got them. So this one had about 32 to 37 uses in it, and this one had about 7 uses total in it before the new year and when I started this project. I don't have those numbers with me, but they're not going to be relevant until much later in the year when I have much closer to 100, so we're not going to worry about those. We're just going to worry about what I've done this year. So last time I said that I wasn't going to update this for a month or two, and yet it has been not a month or two, it's February. So my roommates are doing a Nerf gun fight outside of this bedroom right now. First of all, I decided on a couple things that I wanted to let you guys know, which is the reason I'm updating this so soon. First of all, update with the Carnival palette. I love her. Okay, so I'm not using the shimmers anymore. I don't own a glitter glue, and the shimmers are quite light, and I found that when I was wearing them, I usually with shimmers like load them up on a brush and spray them so they're wet so they stick in place. These don't really stay in that place. If I get a glitter glue at some point, I will try the shimmers again and see if they stick better. But I found that the shimmers in that palette in particular, my Divina palette shimmers stick fine to my eyes. They don't irritate them. But I found the Carnival 3 shimmers without a glitter glue really irritated my eyes, and I don't need that in my life. So I'm not going to use them. So I decided that once I finish using both of these palettes 100 times each, I am going to let myself buy 2 pieces of makeup, and that includes glitter glues, lipstick, eyeshadow brushes. It also includes eyeshadow brushes. So anything makeup related, like at all makeup related that I would need to do a face of makeup, I'm gonna have to use these palettes 100 times each to get, and I'm only going to buy 2 new things each time I do that. So after I'm done my first 100 use challenge, I'm going to go straight into the next one. My plan for my makeup collection is to get a couple more brushes, a couple of lipsticks, and then that's all I really know I want. So I figured that would be a good way to keep myself motivated. It would also be a good way to not overconsume makeup the way I did with video games. I forgot the word video game for a second. Lovely. I really overconsumed video games, and I don't want to do that with my makeup, and I see how many people seem to have an issue over consuming makeup, and so I'm trying everything I can to, now that I'm finally just getting into makeup, to not have that urge to overconsume. So this is my way of doing that. So that's first of all. Then my other update is I made a first goal for myself, and my first goal is, since this is my newer palette, my other one I've used 30 something times, this one I had only used 7 before. This, I wanted to use every shade in this palette. Now it's minus the shimmers, 1 time each. Let's start with my Divina palette. Maybe I shouldn't. There's a lot of... The black kind of fell apart, so it's very delicate. So we're just gonna do this. As you can see, the black really fell apart on me. There it is. You can see it. That blue in the bottom is actually a green to blue shift. Oh, you can kind of see. Oh, there we go. You can see the different shift now. So there's that palette. I'll maybe put a picture of it up now. Oh no. That was the wrong decision. Okay. Give me a minute. Morning, it's editing me here, and I just wanted to let you know what you just witnessed was my black crumbling under me. I did figure out what to do with it. I repressed it. I just stuck some toilet paper on it and then pressed it with my hands, and it seems more stable now. I still haven't decided if I want to put it back in the palette though. I'll update you when I know next video I do about makeup. Hi everyone, welcome to this angle. So this is editing me. I decided to get dressed for the day and re-film this part of the video because I did not find myself entertaining. I think after my black crumbled on me, I just wasn't into it. This might not be the best lighting, but that's fine. So first I'm going to show you my Divina palette, then I'm going to close it because I have comparisons for you guys. So this is the palette. You can see this shimmer right here goes from blue, which it is right now, to this vibrant green. I find the shift, it's all right. I think it looks really nice when you're going from a blue to a green. So I'll do like dark green and then the blue, and then I'll stick this in the middle to kind of blend them together instead of actually having to blend them together. So that's the palette. That's what she looks like. Very pretty. And so now I'll go over my uses for the Divina palette. Let me just flip through. I have my physical notes. I keep them all physical. I just like physical copies. I like physical books, and I just like to be able, I'm very tactile. I like to be able to touch and feel things instead of doing spreadsheets. I do them in my book. It just brings me joy, you know? This is also falling. Oh my god. Okay. There we go. This is a little bit of a, I lost my page, a janky setup right now because you guys are still plugged in to my charger because I forgot to charge my phone last night. So, and this video is supposed to go up today. So I used my Divina palette 4 times. Up on the screen right now, it will show each of the shades. The ones that are X'd out are the ones that I've used, and the ones that have nothing on them I haven't used. So the Black Karma I used twice. Navel, the dark blue that's crossed out, I used once. I'll Be Tender, that dark blue shimmer, I used twice. Kadra, I'll look up how to say that and do better for next time. I used that teal blue color 2 times, and the gold shimmer I used once as an eyeliner, and it was beautiful. So in total I used it 4 times. I used 1, 2, 3, 4. I used 5 different shades, and I used each shade 1 or 2 times in that palette, and the picture should be up right now. So then the Carnival 3 palette, I'm going to be doing the same thing. I used that this time a total of 5, 6, 7, 8 times this month. I used a lot of shades in it. This one's gonna be a little more complicated. The red X's are the shimmers, which I'm not using as stated earlier in this. So red X's are colors I'm not using, and then the black X's are obviously shades I've used this time, and things with nothing are ones I haven't used at all, same as the last one. The only colors that I've used more than once are the Deep, which is the dark blue. Lagoon, which is actually, I'm gonna bring them up and show you the ones I've used more than once. It's over on this side. I've used these 2 twice, and all the other ones that are X'd out in the picture I've only used 1 time. So as you can probably tell, so yeah, I used it 8 times in total. I used a good number of the shades. I think by next month I should be able to use every color. As you can probably see, though I cannot, I think there is a purple look I can do, a sunset look I can do, a neutral look I can do, and a green look I can do. So if I focus on those for the next 4 uses, I can have that done really quickly for the next update, which I guess will be in a month because I will have finished my next goal. And then after I'm done using them all once, my next goal is to compare the colors in this palette to the colors in my Carnival 3 palette. So I have a couple, let me bring it out for you. I have a dark blue in each palette. Those are the words. I have some reds in each palette. I have this like super dark purple that's called Nemesis right there, that I'm going to try and compare to different things in this palette. The blues and the like light green I'm going to compare to key lime and forest, and the dark green I'm going to compare to the dark greens in this palette, though they might not turn out the same. But I'm going to compare all the similar shades, and so my first goal is to finish using every shade in this palette one time, and my secondary goal is going to be to compare the colors in this palette directly with the colors in this palette, like use them in the same look, or maybe do one eye with one palette, one eye with the other. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it, but I really want to compare this palette's colors to this palette's colors, so that way I can know, let's say like this maybe is better for a transition, or the other one's better as a transition and this one's better as a punch of color. Maybe these ones are deeper, which is probably going to be the case, or they're more cool tones. I want to know like which colors I should be reaching for which things. So I want to have a like really good understanding of the colors in contrast to each other that are similar. So those are my next 2 goals, and I will update you guys next month, I think, because I will be able to, I think, get those 2 goals done. But I'm going to start updating this basically whenever I have goals met. But whenever I feel like I've done something significant that I want to talk about, I will update it, and I won't wait more than 3 months to update it. So at least every quarter I will update it, but it might be more often than that. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you guys later. Bye!